It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Eagles and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's all up next.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he's had his share of struggles in the opener through a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did.
Hurts throwing right away.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Forced out to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now a first carry here for their running back. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle to Smith. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Being chased out, under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And his kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from Florida State.
And a very promising debut in week 1. Let's face it, rookie quarterback. And you go out in week 1 that way and get a victory, you take that as a giant positive as a team and as a player. Now he'll work on improving his own individual play while continuing to help his team win.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Beach. He finds his man. Complete. That's Morrison. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. This would be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example.
Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Morrison. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down. But if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground. And that they did, that time for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Morrison. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Beach. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No. He kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old-school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Charles, you got to think the number one goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. When you look at this defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 56 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Hurts going to keep it again. And more troubles for him as he's going to get stuck behind the line again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't...
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Washington ready to try again on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Beach. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Beach firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. In motion right, one of the tight ends. They'll run on 1st down. It's Morrison. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 9 now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Back to throw. Beach.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
Operating from the gun. Beach. Over the middle, it's complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Morrison. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 3rd down, it's Morrison, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 3rd down and 6.
They're going to look to throw.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The Commanders' offense set to take over. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
They get 17 there. Good for a Commanders first down.
Looking to throw. Beach.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Bates' kick is good.
And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Beach. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Beach. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. Beach.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
From 8 yards out.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense is going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jackson Smith-Njigba up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5. Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, it's Morrison. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He finds his man, complete. That's Morrison. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Beach.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught at the 1.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call. Because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hand? Down.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Beach. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Kyle Pitts.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Operating from the gun, Beach. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll look to throw again.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Beach. That is caught, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And out now come the Eagles.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 31,
Hurts.
then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he spins through.
Hurts fumbles it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal?
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it out. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Morrison. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Back to throw. Keeps himself upright. And he's going to go down again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Washington offense going back to work. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
2 yards the gain on the keep. 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They run a draw here on second down, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Hurts.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Out comes Washington. They get set to take over here.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He'll wind up getting 3. But it leads to a 3rd down.
The gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll run on the draw. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a...
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down right around the 25. Just a yard. First down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Washington,
it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.